at least preparing to live stream. Who is that, Brendan? Is that Ian?
It's Ian, but I want to get his face in it more. God damn it.
I wish you could resize that on the spot.
I know. I'm trying to do it right now, but I just can't. It just isn't allowing me.
We are live on the YouTube, my friends.
Yay!
Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to our weekly What's the Scenario live Patreon exclusive podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Cannon. With me, as always,
Mike Feeney, and also
Brendan Sagalow.
Oh boy, we're getting good at that. It's only taken us about 1,100 hours of recording, but we certainly
I can't figure it out.
We figured. What can't you figure out?
I couldn't figure out the background. I can't get the background to work. It just shows Ian's stupid mustache, and I want to get his dumb face in it as well.
I also don't think you're even speaking into that microphone, if it helps matters.
Yeah, it's definitely not on. It sounds bad.
Nope, not at all. It just sounds like you're talking to us on your phone.
What about now?
Nope. Still
what,
the same. Really? I'm not messing with you. I wish I was, but the quality of the show is certainly suffering.
I just won't talk.
Feedy, so Sagalow, as soon as I signed on, I just had this as my background, and he goes, "What?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Your background." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I thought it was funny." He's like, like, he was immediately not happy with me.
Well, that's not at all what happened.
That is.
Oh.
So, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Go ahead.
I said, "What's with your background?" And you went, "I thought it'd be funny." And I went, "Oh, okay." And you went, "Is it funny?" And I
You are living on delusional peak, my friend. That is the craziest recreation of what our conversation was. It's
so snarky today, Sagalow.
I know, and I also don't like the fact that Feeney is only picking up his mic to laugh at your part, so it seems like he's taking your side.
Yeah, Feeney's on my side.
I'm just loving both. I'm loving all of it.
Yeah, but you know, as somebody who's had the opposing viewpoint of a story of Sagalow.
Is he frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he won't be frozen for us. He'll just be frozen when people watch it back. But for us right now, it's a nightmare.
No, I wasn't frozen at all. Hold on, let me fix this.
You see how he changes the story?
Am I back? Am I on it
You're
now?
back, yeah.
Yes, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
What story did I change? No, I mean on my end, which is the recording end, I'm not I wasn't frozen. Neither were you guys.
It's just so funny that you're frozen, then you came back and you're like, "I wasn't frozen."
All right, Princess Elsa. Let's do you have some stories, Brendan? Or questions?
That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
I do have some questions. Question number 1. What would you buy if you were given a random $1,000 from a really generous millionaire? What would you buy? You have to spend the whole $1,000
on one
1,000?
gift.
1,000, yeah, on one thing.
On one thing. And this is for me personally, not for my son, not for my wife.
It could be for your son or your wife.
Well, that just makes me a bad guy because now I have to be selfless or else I'm a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, I guess we can all give it to charity.
Yeah, I'd put it in my son's college fund.
No, you can't do anything with it that's like saving or whatever. You have to buy yourself a gift.
Okay. $1,000. Maybe a weekend. I would an Airbnb weekend at this point.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd get a sweet house, maybe up in the Catskills or something like that. Maybe like a little pond on the front yard where you can both swim and kind of push out on a small boat. Yeah, that would be a fun little house to go to for a weekend.
That's great. That's a great answer.
Probably just
frozen again. He's gonna come back furious.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad because on this end it like is just going naturally. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like come back like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Who am I? What is happening right now? When do I ever snap when things don't go my way?
That feels like a trap if I've ever heard one.
I would buy a ton of film like equipment, or maybe just a really good camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like just a nice, put it towards a nice vacation to go
Right.
see a part of the world I'd never been to, but maybe
So
Maybe.
let's say the thing has to be $1,000.
Hmm.
So then I'll even take the Airbnb because who fucking knows? So let's just pretend it's like an object that you have to spend $1,000 on.
Yeah,
What would you get?
$1,000 camera.
But that's not even that great of a camera.
it's really not even close to what you would need. You know
It's
what I'm
be-
spending on? Audio equipment, like a lot, which would essentially buy me one wireless lav mic because they're like $750. But
Yeah.
You could Brendan could always get like a wireless router.
Yeah.
What's the
And then-
update on that, pal?
And then pocket the other $950.
I think we're doing good. When I called the guy, I spoke to this really nice man who I was like, I told him my story, and then he just goes like, "Oh, okay, I totally get that." I just heard should be all fixed, and I haven't had a problem since.
So are you on the Wi-Fi right now?
No, I'm on cellular data.
And why is your mic sound this way?
I don't know. Maybe the mic shit is broken.
It sounds exactly the same whether you're talking into the mic or not.
Yeah.
So wait, so also you're not on the Wi-Fi right now?
It's I mean,
No.
that is so funny, Brendan. The fact that like you have a mic, you're basically just,
How's this?
There it
it's the
is.
same.
Is
Wait,
it? Talk.
do it again.
Hello.
It's the same.
Nah, you're just talking and you're just talking into the audio.
You're just holding a cone.
I'm just holding something.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I've done that before at like Greenwich Village Comedy Club when the audio system went down one out of the, 9 million times that happens there. And
That sucks.
I've still just held the thing in my hand.
What a bummer. Everything I have is breaking, and it's
Including your
angry.
heart.
if
Yeah.
I had $1,000, I'd fix my life.
Oh yeah? Well then why are you dancing on Instagram, pal?
I don't know. What's that supposed to mean?
Because you
I
said
know what it
everything's
means.
falling apart, and yet you're here. You are dancing, just trying to keep up appearances on social
I'm a
media.
fat
Oh.
clown.
You know what
You
we
know.
just found out, Brendan, is indirectly, Feeney, I think, just exposed that he thinks coronavirus is a hoax just because nurses did dancing TikToks. So obviously their lives weren't that bad if they were dancing.
Boy, oh boy, you should warm up some gymnasts because you know how to stretch.
I mean, that was pretty fun. I really did.
All right, next question. Right?
Yes.
That's what this podcast is. You receive a power to grant a single wish to another person. Who would you grant the wish to, and why?
Run it back.
You receive a power to grant a single wish to another person. Who would you grant the wish to, and why?
I'm going to give it to Erica because I assume she's going to ask for a shit ton of money, which will only help me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was exactly my whole thing too. Is I was thinking between my mother and Nicole, which one
Yeah.
would put the most towards me, and I think it's my mom. I think I would shun Nicole to her face and say, "This wish goes to my mother."
Yeah. What would you do if you gave the wish to your mom and she just like eradicated Jews or something with it? You're like, what the fuck?
God.
Mom?
I mean, I'd be like, you know what, Mom, you did it, and we were all thinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it to my mom, I guess. My mother, she deserves it.
Yeah. What do you don't think Tyrone would spend it wisely?
Tyrone's got enough of a blessed life, okay? My mom could use some shit.
Oh, we know who you like. Your mama's boy.
I'm a mama's boy. I hate both of my parents equally.
They're both evil for completely different reasons.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Why do you hate what do you hate your dad for? Because you talked about your mom, how she's very like cold or whatever, but
She's a little cold. My dad's kind of cold too. I don't want to talk about this.
Wait, Brendan, hold on. What's your deepest, darkest secret?
yeah.
I'm
like
gay.
what is something that you've never told anybody that would break your heart if you knew people knew?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on, say it.
No,
Say
I don't know, and I'm not saying it. I got an idea. Let's. What's the scenario?
yeah.
Speak up, son. It's hard to hear you.
I mean, it is so
I'm-
crazy that not only is Brendan still holding his microphone, he's putting it so close to his mouth that if it worked, it would sound perfect.
Should I change to these headphones and talk into the mic?
Yeah, I mean, anything's better.
It can't be worse.
All right,
It
next
can't.
question.
Hit us.
If you were a transformer, what vehicle would you turn into?
Can I be an amphibious tank that goes on water and in the ocean?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
And I will. That's my
Yeah.
answer.
That might be the best answer I've ever heard.
An
Huh?
amphibious tank.
Huh?
So
I can't agree to it though.
not-
I agree
not-
to it,
We
but
can't convoy immediately. I mean,
No,
Jesus
I was
Christ.
holding ready for you guys were debating. So I was
Well,
like,
Feedy,
watching
it's a
you
good
Phoenix.
answer.
Feedy, also in this environment, your pale fist raised like this is not the greatest image.
Listen, Mike, I'm listening, okay? And I'm here to support because I'm listening. Now more than ever.
I would be a flying amphibious motorcycle.
Whoa! So you just were Feeney's answer, but cooler.
You know
Well,
what,
except
Brendan?
also you can't make it amphibious if it's a motorcycle because you go right underwater.
Yeah, but I'm wearing a scuba suit.
It's gonna be
you're
hot
the
in
car.
traffic, huh?
Huh? Yeah, so I want to be Feeny but smaller and faster.
I would become an ambulance and I would help people.
I just picture it with like the Peter copter from Family Guy with the face on the front of the thing.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what automobile Brendan would be? He would be a cake cart. He would be a pastry cart that they push out to tables at a restaurant for dinner.
Or I would be an ice cream truck, but I'm singing the ice cream song. Da 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 da.
Oh, the back of my head hurts from smiling.
All right, next question. What weird thing would you make socially acceptable if you could? And you can say any answer, including pedophilia.
I mean, that is the obvious go-to at this time, right? Dude, somebody, and I don't know if they're on our Patreon, they might be. Oh yeah, this is Libertarian, the person that comments on our, that is in our Patreon. He or she, I believe it's a she, if their illustration avatar has anything to say about it. But she was asking.
He's frozen again. See, this is why I don't go on the Wi-Fi, because cellular data I have no problem with. Look at his face, though. Well, while he's away, he was making a good point too. That's
Such a good point. I was enthralled, I would say.
I was so into what he was saying.
Get in here. Get in here.
Who are you talking to? The dog?
I'm talking to a cat, and I don't even want to begin
I'm frozen
to
again?
tell you about my day.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone?
Am I
he's
back?
back.
Oh, now he's back.
Yeah,
I'm
he's back. What
What
were you
a-
saying?
What a pain in the ass.
This is why I don't go on the Wi-Fi.
Are you
I know, I
downloading
heard-
a NBA 2K update?
No, I heard your entire, that's what's so frustrating about this is I could hear every word you were saying.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
and you guys were frozen, but you're talking shit about me being frozen and I can't interject with a defense for myself. It was the most frustrating, it was the
That's
most
like
frustrating minute of my life.
You've had those nightmares, right? Where like you're trying to say no one's
Yes.
hearing you, and you're
Yeah.
like, you know.
It was like a dream fist fight where I get to your face and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't hit you. It's all
Do you ever
slow
have-
motion.
Do you ever have dreams where you're just screaming at someone, like really mad?
Yes.
I've had a lot of dreams where I'm trying to like run away from somebody, but I have like sandbags on each of my feet, essentially. Like
Yeah.
or I look down because I'm like, I know I'm fast, so I should be going further than I am. And I look down and like I'm running like high knees, so I'm not going far. I'm going
Yes.
like up while I run, and I'm like,
Yep.
no, this isn't the way to run. But I got to figure out how to get this guy away from me, and I got to figure out how to run right now.
We dream the same.
Yeah.
we dream the exact same. I mean, that's, by the way, a product of wild anxiety. So that's interesting
Yeah.
that it manifests like that.
Yeah.
But,
well, what are we gonna
Oh, so somebody was, they are all asking what was the person saying on Twitter. So that person was saying, what do you think the uptick in pedophilia jokes are for comedians? Do you think it's a response to the Dalia thing? Like, they were like really trying to intellectualize pedophilia jokes or something like that. And I was like, I don't know. I just made a joke about Leonardo DiCaprio in Growing Pains because I thought, because I saw his picture.
Yeah.
I was like, and I literally, my first thought was, that's a hot kid.
Yeah, people think we're on Twitter like really looking at the words that we're saying and like being
Yeah.
like, you know, when you just want to fucking scream to the void.
It's this
I'm trying to
QAnon
think-
thing, man. It's turned everybody into the number 23. Like, everybody thinks everything is everything. And it's
I'm
like,
trying
it
to think
just
of a
isn't.
time that I went on Twitter, and then when I got off, I was happier for it.
Never once.
Maybe the day I joined it, because you get some new followers.
Yeah. I it doesn't bring me a single shred of joy. I think I'm just gonna keep it for promotion and not even put any jokes up there. I might like start yelling my jokes into stories on Instagram or something.
I like when I'll tweet something really silly and then it just gets a good response. And that's when I get off Twitter and I'm like, you know what? Those guys aren't so bad. You know?
Well, I
Like
like
if
the way you
it-
tweet. You're like Norman. You do like shotgun blast tweets where you're like, I'll just tweet 30 a day and see what happens. The other ones are like, I'm microwaving macaroni and cheese, weird smiley face, you know, or whatever they
yeah. I mean, follow me on Twitter if you're not, everybody.
I mean, it's a true insight into your brain, that's for sure.
You know how many times, and Mike, we've talked about this, how many times you and I and Brendan have been together talking about something, laughed about something, and then hours later I'll go on Twitter and our exact conversation is now molded into a tweet that
Yeah.
Brendan throws out into the universe.
I'm
yeah.
a monetized guy, you know? You just
Brendan,
gotta-
you referenced something that we talked about the other night also. Like, it was a
What?
private conversation on a story.
What?
I forget. It was like a movie or something like that. But I remember watching your story, and it wasn't like the exact joke that we had discussed, but it was the top. It was the specific topic, and I was like, "This is weird," but all right.
Why is it weird? My mind goes into, and I like to create art and stuff.
Is
Why
it
that?
creating?
Yeah,
It is creating.
yeah. Brendan's idea of creating is laying a sheer piece of paper over an already drawn thing, and then it's like,
That's
wow, I can
so
really draw
funny.
the Lion King.
I made this. I made the Lion King. We didn't
Somebody
answer
said, I have a quick question because somebody's talking about controlling their dreams. People are saying they wish they could. People are
lucid
asking
dreaming,
if they've
if
had.
you will.
Yeah, have you guys lucid dreamed?
Yes,
In
I
my
have.
life, I have, but not in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't since I
Yeah.
went to Hawaii. Like, for a couple weeks after I went to Hawaii, I was having a couple lucid dreams a week. It was
Yeah.
awesome. I was totally
it's the
zen the
best.
fuck out.
There are 3 things that I do when I'm lucid dreaming.
Put
I
your
will-
fingers down.
There are 3 things I will do.
You have very short fingers, I just realized.
The ladies love them.
Do they?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they only
Wait,
reach
hold
the
your-
clit.
hold your
in
hand
there.
Because they just stay on the surface. All 4 of them just slap.
Well, this finger is so totally broken. I walked
Oh,
into
yeah,
a
I got
bus
one of
once
those
in high
too.
school.
They
Oh,
look like
dude,
baby
look at this.
carrots.
What's happening?
Oh no, is this like
Yo, Brendan, you and I
Should we
can make
start
a
a band?
swastika out of our pinkies.
I'll create, if I'm lucid dreaming, I will create something out of thin air. Like I'll just go poof and it'll be a thing. I'll fly or I'll have sex with a lot of women
Wow.
In your
Yeah.
dream?
in my dream. Yeah. Last time I lucid dreamed that I had sex with someone, it was Leah Remini from King of Queens.
Now,
Like Leah Remini, now Scientology doc, or back in the day,
Back in the
King
day.
of Queens.
Oh,
Back in
dude.
the day.
I'd give that fucking Queen's bag a knock now, though. She's got that little neck waddle and the fucking
Yeah.
88 years of cigarettes on her
She's-
voice.
Yeah, I'd give
She's
that
so
queen
hot.
my king.
Yeah.
You know.
Your pawn, you mean?
My checkers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We didn't answer the question though. What would you make socially acceptable that isn't now?
I think weed, you know, and so I guess it's socially acceptable, but like legally, you know, like if I
Yeah.
could smoke in a cop's face and they'd just be like, that'd be.
Hmm.
I mean,
I'm
it
going
is
to
delicious.
say, I'm going to say the ability to do comedy unfettered. That would be
Yes.
lovely.
Wow, better answer.
Yeah. That is a better answer. I'm gonna give that one a convoy.
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 I can convoy to that.
What do we got?
Next question.
Wait, Brendan didn't answer.
He convoyed. That is
I
the answer.
convoyed. I can't think of an answer.
Oh, come on, that's horseshit. You still got
All
to
right,
think
all
of
right, all
something.
right, all right. And I can't say pedophilia because that's wrong, right?
No, I mean, not in this
More
world
hack
that you're
than
creating.
wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
More hack than wrong. Well, then
I would.
definitely don't wanna say it.
Here's my answer for Brendan: eating over the trash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eating over the trash, eating off the floor, eating on the floor. Things that
Eating off the
my-
floor while laying on the floor.
Yeah, I would love that. All right, next question. If every time you snapped your fingers, you would instantly be transported to a random point in humanity's timeline, would you snap your fingers? And if so, how often?
How often would I snap my fingers if what?
If every time you snapped your fingers, you were instantly transported to a random point in humanity's timeline, would you snap your fingers? And how often would you do it?
Now, here's the most important question.
And you can come back.
I know. Oh, okay.
This
was the
that
question.
can I snap and I'm back to current this without any butterfly effect sort of repercussions? Or
Nope.
No. Whatever you
Dude,
do.
you got to abide by the time-space continuum, bro.
Totally.
all right.
The
Well, as
flux
long as I can
capacitor.
come back with a snap as well, then of course, yeah, do it. I'd be snapping all day, baby.
But
Would
weird,
you?
right? What if you traveled through time and you went to this thing and you didn't really do anything, you just observed, but your simple, just the simple fact that you were there, you snap, get back, you're not with Erica. You're not you're not in your apartment.
That's why you got to
like,
be very careful. You know what I mean? I would just be like, I'd be almost
But,
wearing,
like, just the fact that you snap and like say a guard in a castle looked at you for a second and that stopped him from going to a point where a rock fell on his head and killed him. So it didn't kill him. And then,
sounds like I'm a hero.
but that guard was Hitler's dad.
So wait, I already did it then? Because now Hitler's
what was
I don't
Hitler's
know, man.
dad's name? Imagine it was like just Dave Hitler. It wasn't even
Ralph.
like
Ralph and Adolf.
I'm gonna look this up. Now I actually
I'm
need to know
looking
this.
it up. Hitler.
I'll look it up
I'm
faster.
not looking it up.
Hitler's dad. Hitler's dad's name, Alois.
Aloe? Aloe
A-
vera?
Yeah, his dad was a plant.
Wow.
Alois.
He could have used his dad on some of those Jewish people then, huh?
Alois Hitler was an
Because of the burning?
Yeah.
Oh, I know
I got it.
exactly what's going on with my Wi-Fi.
What's happening with your Wi-Fi?
I'm just on it with my phone as well. I'm a fucking
Oh.
idiot.
Are you streaming a Netflix thing on your phone?
No, it's just like, the
Are you-
Finicky.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We all have
Okay.
problems, all right?
Yeah. If you were perpetually surrounded by one aroma besides your natural smell, which you and everyone around you could smell, what would it be? Permanent aroma forever.
Aqua di Gio.
Is that a real cologne?
Yeah, that's like the cologne I wore in high school. It's like
Oh,
what
weird.
everybody wore in high school.
I know exactly what I would.
Feeny, what cologne?
Vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Vanilla, like
Vanilla is
coconut.
very overpowering.
Yeah,
though. It makes me nauseous sometimes.
Really?
Vanilla uncut is intense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It'd be nice if
Okay.
it maybe like a vanilla lavender muted, maybe a muted vanilla.
Yeah, like the good candles, the vanilla,
Right.
lavender, coconut candles.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
that would be pretty sweet. I mean, I go ahead, Feeny.
I would say the smell of fresh baked cookies.
Oh,
That's a great fucking answer. Feeny is on today, dude.
I'm
With
fine.
the answers.
yeah.
You got great fucking.
What was that? And you're wearing that same undershirt. We haven't
Yeah.
commented.
It's the thing from Always Sunny, Charlie, when he's like,
Oh yeah, when
He's
he hits
like-
hit my elbow
that
so
was
hard.
funny.
yeah, I would just my chest and heart hurts.
I would want to smell like hot sex.
Oh,
Like
all the
good
time?
sex all the time, so people think I'm the man.
It's like that's like a middle school answer.
yeah,
I
I was
know.
gonna say it's like an 11th grader who just got his first car.
I would love to smell like pussy so everyone liked me.
No qualms about it, dude. Just so people think I'm cool.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, next question.
Mhm.
If humans lost the ability to see all color except for one, which color would you want to survive? I'm going to say green. I think green is the best color. When you look at grass, it's great. When you look at money,
I like blue. I like the sky. I like the ocean.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
those are the only two colors, really. There's,
Yeah.
red. What the fuck? So you see a random rose every once in a while, but but red is also like it subconsciously makes you angry. So it's like, why would the only color I see just immediately turn me into a bucking bull? Green. I mean, not in the city. If you're living in the city, green is not the color to pick. Feeney's right. The blue is,
blue is a good
that's
one. Yeah,
that's the most prevalent, nature color that's available in the city, and it would stand out the most. But if I'm living in Ireland, if I'm living in fucking Ireland, I
Or even
believe
Seattle.
I know. I
Dongle.
believe I'm picking green all day.
yeah, green, or I'll even argue brown might be good. Like Grand Canyons, mountains, poop, depending on your diet. Buttholes,
Buttholes. Okay.
maybe skin color. I'd also see, because right now I don't.
But it'd be nice to be able to tell who I should hate based on.
You know what I was just thinking about today? Because we were, I saw some fucking video from Long Island of somebody being wildly racist or whatever.
What?
And I was trying to trace it back to how, because that reaction, Mike, is a very normal reaction to like racism plus Long Island equals obviously. And
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, like, why aren't I that way? And besides, I guess not having pieces of shit parents and family
yeah.
members, I realized my best friend from kindergarten through 7th grade was Cuban. My next door neighbors and great friends throughout middle school were Puerto Rican, and my good friends in high school were either Puerto Rican or Filipino. So it was like, I was like, oh, I didn't
So
even have access.
Yeah, you've been a hero since day one.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Pull your balls out, Brendan. Show them your balls.
No, that's my biggest secret. I don't have any.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. Not to mention, Long Island has like tangible systemic racism built into its foundation.
Oh,
In Levittown, for sure.
Yeah, the Levittown is literally, when somebody asks you what systemic racism is, look no further than presenting them Levittown. It's like, this is just what is in the bylaws of the city of the.
Yeah, it'd be
fucking
tough.
place.
It'd be tough to be growing up there and argue the latter.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
talk to my dad, who thinks anything race related is a Marxist regime.
I was in Long Island today and I counted no less than like 10 of those American flag stickers with that one blue line.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The Blue Lives
Did,
Matter one.
did you see James Harden wore one of those masks, a Corona mask, and it was a Blue Lives Matter thing, and you could just tell he was high and bought whatever covered his beard.
Yeah, he said, I thought it just looked cool.
Yeah, people were like, "What the fuck, dude?" He's like, "What?" he's like the
Yeah.
least politically inclined dude on earth. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "Dude, all I care about are strip clubs and hooping."
And Kinesio tape.
What's that?
That's the tape he puts all over his
Oh, he
arms.
loves it. Yeah, he loves that
Oh.
stuff. Nice. I didn't. know that's
What's
what it
good
was
about
called.
that tape? What does that tape do?
I used to use it a lot when I had like tennis elbow and stuff. Julio actually got me onto it. It helps keep like the blood flow throughout the like your muscles. So if you're a person that tends to like cramp or like have any muscle pain, it's supposed to kind of help like the flow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. People wear it on like injured parts of their bodies. That's why Paul George had it all over both shoulders.
If I put it on my penis, will it
Nope, no. No.
Is your penis
Well,
injured?
will a boner not go away?
Dude,
if
that
I-
would actually be hilarious if you put a thin strip of kinesio tape straight down the stripe of your dick and you're just hard all day.
Hard in.
Hey.
James.
Hey,
Blue Lives
James.
Matter.
right,
Don't
next.
take that clip.
That's a drop now.
Yeah.
Next question.
Uh-huh.
Every day, 12 things appear in your backyard. They are random, but all start with a letter of your choosing. What letter do you choose?
What?
Definitely not E because I don't want an elephant to be back there.
Stompy?
Yeah, and it can't be a B because I don't want a bear. It can't be an R because I don't want a rhino. What the fuck am I going to choose?
But what about a rabbit?
What about an M for money?
sign?
What
Sign.
else? Yeah, what's a terrifying animal that starts with M?
Moose.
Mongoose.
I'm okay with moose. Mongoose.
No,
would
you're
actually
not
worry.
okay with moose, man. Moose are maybe the most like dominant land animal that we just do not have access to. They are fucking houses with legs. They will
Yeah.
fuck your world up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
afraid of a moose.
I'm afraid of
definitely-
a moose kicking me and like spearing me, but not like eating me. I think it would just
No.
break all my bones.
Yeah, I would punch a moose in the face. How many punches do you think you could get off on a moose before you got trampled to death?
Oh, I mean, if
Four.
you want a
or
rabbit punch,
five.
you could probably, I think you, Mike, could probably get 6 punches in, but I don't think it would even feel them.
Wouldn't feel
It'd
a
be like
single
punching
thing.
brick.
Yeah.
If,
That sucks, man.
if a
Imagine
moose-
just like imagine throwing your whole fucking body behind a punch and you're like, I'm gonna knock this moose the fuck out, and you just crush it flush, and then you're like, you
dude,
inflict your own
What about
percent
this?
damage.
What if I told you you could have brass knuckles?
Oh my god.
that helps.
I think I could break a moose's jaw off its face with one punch.
But now you're just pissing it off.
But I think they're like fucking all like face crazy and shit, and it can't like, I think it would run away, right?
I'm
Maybe.
just picturing a moose getting hit with brass knuckles and then like looking at the blood on its nose and be like, now you pissed me off.
Yeah, yeah.
Just dabbing
It
its lips.
So gods do bleed.
Oh, that's so funny. Have you ever seen the movie Far and Away with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman?
No.
So it's about it starts in Ireland, then I think they come to America and they have these fucking crazy ass things where you get on a horse and they have like a land lottery, right? So you just like race your horse against all these other people and you stick you've already paid money, you stick a flag in a plot of land and then that land is yours. Like you've claimed it. But it's like
Whoa.
it's a mad dash to find like, the perfect spot. And this is like how they divvied up land in America initially, which is fucking insane.
Wow.
And Tom Cruise, like I think 2 or 3 times in that movie, punches a horse unconscious.
I love Tom Cruise, man.
dude, he's the
He's
best.
so
He's the
funny.
best.
I
Dude,
wanted to watch Magnolia for the first time. I almost watched it yesterday, and then I saw it was 3 hours and 12
It's-
minutes.
is it on Netflix?
It's on HBO.
It's a long one. Just watched it for the first time. It's good. It's I mean, you kind of know what's happening because everything have I froze?
No.
You know, you
froze for a
and then you
second.
unfroze, and your audio caught up in like triple the speed.
You're like,
Yeah, like, I just watched it for the first time the other day. It was very good.
It sucks that like you guys are having this great private game together because I'm pretty sure the people on YouTube see what I'm seeing since
If
I'm
there's
the
one thing Mike hates, it's Brendan and I having fun without him.
private fun. There is
What-
nothing I not regret. I'm like, yeah, it seethes me more. It feeds a childlike abandonment that I can't explain. It's like
there's
a train named Abandonment, and you guys are a 300-pound guy shoveling coal into my fire.
Dude, and there's nothing more fun than having like private eye conversations with someone
Yeah,
because it's always funny.
it's pretty intimate.
Just when me and Feeney are like, woo! Good stuff.
Everybody said they see me freezing, so fuck me.
Oh.
So I'm the only one left out, and now I'm legitimately going to take my own life.
Well, now that we're all having more fun, let's do the next question.
Okay. If you were required by law to get a full body tattoo, what would you get tattooed over your entire body?
Ooh.
My exact body, but with definition and a six pack.
Yeah, that's the only answer. Is like
is
a
your own
defined.
body? Oh, man. That
Oh,
sucks.
no.
Dude. It sucks every time he's frozen.
But
It does-
it would be good too because you don't age because you would
There
have
is.
it would look like you would have no wrinkles.
What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck is with this?
That's
fucking
good, too.
shit?
I can't wait for you to go
Mike, you're back.
downstairs and find everybody in your household is on the
Doing
computer at once,
TikToks?
streaming. So yeah, they're on TikTok.
That's
They're all
exactly what's happening.
Renegade,
Yeah.
renegade. They're all dancing.
Nicole's cousins are here, so that's likely exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I ran
what
out
are
of
you gonna do?
questions, so I
But
have to go.
What
to the
what I
website.
was gonna say is Feeney was right. Is like it's the contouring of your body, so it's not just like you don't like tattoo nipples over nipples, but you just basically tattoo like the details in or whatever, and everything can be made more defined. So your body could look like a fucking literal GI Joe because
Yes.
you just tattooed the proper shadowing in.
Whoa,
That'd
that's
be
cool.
awesome.
I would tattoo like a story on my,
So,
start.
Be like hundreds and hundreds of lines.
Well, like The Rock. The
Yeah,
Rock got
lyrics.
but the Rock got a Samoan story tattooed on his body.
100% Brendan would get a Green Day song tattooed on him.
Oh yeah, I would get all of Dookie tattooed just from fucking I Declare I all the way down to whatever that last fucking song is.
Sarah Hagen Miller is screen grabbing every time my face gets frozen because she says the anger is just super enjoyable.
It's like palpable every time
Yeah.
you come back.
One more
Okay.
question.
Yeah, let's do
One more. All right. If you worked this one, I mean, okay, if you worked in the entertainment industry,
Oh,
And
hang
had-
on 1 second. That's hilarious.
First
if you
off,
just add if.
That's fucking-
that's why I didn't want to say the question.
It doesn't matter. But what would be a cool full body tattoo would be a treasure map.
But then everyone's gonna like rape and rip off your clothes to find what it is.
The chicks.
Yeah.
And you're
you
already
smell
smelling like
sex.
pussy, so it's
So everybody thinks I'm cool already.
yeah.
I'm actually not going to ask that question. It was basically like, what would your alias be? You want to answer it? What if you had like a
If you were a
Lady
rap,
Gaga,
let's say if you were a rapper, what would your
would be your rap name?
Yeah, what would your rap name be?
I don't
already
know.
know.
I joke around on stage that I would call myself morbidly a beast.
That's
so
a good
probably
one.
that.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
That is good. Also, that would be fun in the middle of a rhyme.
Yeah. Morbidly,
Is
morbidly.
I mean, if any of those were words, that would have worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it starts, dude.
I mean, but is somebody this name already? MC Fury?
No, but that's a good name.
That
Yeah.
would be mine. Yeah, MC Fury. Because Mike Cannon, Fury.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I like
Wow,
that.
that's a
Damn
good
right.
one.
I would go with, I don't know my rap name, but I know what my DJ name would be. It would be Phoenix. Phenix.
Nice.
a good
Wait,
one.
not Feenix?
Yeah, sure. That works.
Yeah, that's the
better.
only way.
Yeah. And my debut album would be called Sags to Riches. And it
Sure.
would be, I'd be like this on it.
Without eyes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he fell asleep standing up for his picture. Strange.
He really is morbidly obese.
Mine would be MC Fury, Rage Against the Routine.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Hey, before we get out of here, I know we're gonna end soon, but I just want to say if anybody's watching live and wants to come see me, probably do comedy for the last time until we all die again.
Yeah.
Colchester on Saturday. They said there's already a good amount. They already got like 50 tickets sold, which is
Hell
pretty
yeah.
insane. So,
Oh yeah.
but if you guys are in Colchester, Connecticut, I'm bringing Amy Shanker, and
So
it'll be this
funny.
Saturday, headlining for the first time since March. So don't expect much, but it'll
Yeah.
be it will be a show. I guarantee it.
Come out, come
Hell
out.
yeah. And thank you everybody for listening and to
Fuck yeah.
continue to listen and tell your friends.
Tell your
Yes.
motherfucking friends. Some guy who is supportive but also hurtful just messaged us. 62 patrons thought you guys were way more popular than this, and I was like, all right, well, it's tough to market without a free version of the podcast available.
Well, listen, we're trying to get that Tim
Coming
Dillon
soon.
money, so just
Tell your friends.
tell your friends, spread it around, and if you like it, share it. That's all we can
Yeah.
ask.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.